Hey friends, Summer here, Hammond's Nest. So excited you came across this video. I hope you'll stop and hang out. Likely you're not seeing this red live box. That means you're just watching on the replay. You can still comment. And I try to get back in the comments and check on those every now and again when I can. I'm so glad you're here. Look, I've got a cute little, what I think is gonna be pretty easy spring craft using a galvanized looking watering can from Hobby Lobby. And that's what we're going to be working in today. So let me get over here and get myself pulled up where I can see comments. If you are more into short, to the point, edited down videos, you can check my video library. I have some shorter ones there that have been kind of edited down. And this is my live interaction time though. I'm in North Louisiana. In case you've never caught me live, let me know if this is your first time watching. Let me know if you're a returning friend. Hey, Sandra. Of course, I recognize many of y'all's names as returning friends, but I always like to know. It is so good to be here live with y'all right now because I have been, if you have been keeping up in stories or seeing any of my recent posts, I have been neck deep, almost drowning in my big reorganization project that I'm doing in my studio. It is coming along. I still have a bunch over here to my right. If I gave you a little sneak peek, you'd probably just die. But I may just do that anyway, because, you know, look, I'm gonna turn the camera. Let me see if it's gonna go the right way. Look, over here in my dining room, get ready for it. That's all of my thrifted finds on the dining room table. Y'all, I pulled them all out of my studio, and now I have to organize them. So hopefully I didn't make you too dizzy doing that. I just thought you might appreciate that. I have not shown that up in stories, but it completely took over my dining room table. It looks like, y'all know that funny meme where that person's driving with a car and it's all piled up? Someone just sent that to me and I had seen it before, but someone said they thought about me. That's what I feel like. My dining room table right now has a bunch of junk strapped. Good junk. It's good junk, y'all. But I want to get it organized, and it's been super vulnerable sharing some of that with y'all, but I think y'all have enjoyed it. I've enjoyed getting the feedback from y'all on you're feeling inspired to do your own spaces. So, hey, Tammy. Hey, Cheryl. Good to see you, friend. Glad you came on here after we had been messaging. Hey, Debbie. Okay, so I'm saying hi to everybody and making sure that I'm acknowledging everybody. Let me show you this. I got on when the metal was half off. $7.99 is the original price. It's just a little bitty galvanized, decorative. It's completely decorative because it is not functional. It does not have a hole here or anything like that. So it is all decorative, but we're gonna give it a little bit of a reimagine, I guess, because it's not really anything. It's meant to be decorated with. So we're gonna decorate it up. First, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off. So if y'all hang out, let me know what you're up to today. Where you're watching from is always fun. Full spring mode here in Louisiana, North Louisiana. It is definitely spring. So it is warm and kind of muggy outside, but it's all right. I'm not complaining. I'm gonna put a couple different kind of brown paints on my plate. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna do any cinnamon and Mod Podge, which is what I first think of when I think about adding rust, but this is such a simple, smaller project. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a faux rust finish with just a couple brown paints. I've got Coffee Latte and Burnt Umber by Folk Art, so using both of those colors. So this one's got a little bit more of an orange tone, an orange brown. That one's more of a true brown. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put just a little bit on this little cup here. This is one of those little portion cups. I used to use these for paint parties when I did them, and then still sometimes if I do little parties with people. And did you know you can open them up like to make a flat palette? Anyway, you just pull the little pieces together, and anyway, that's a little random fact. So I'm gonna put a little bit of the orangey brown. Oh, Sandra, I hope everything's okay with your mama. What you crafting? Oh, I did piano lessons yesterday, Becky. Mondays, or was it yesterday? Wait, no, that was Monday. See, y'all, my days are running together. Woo! Because I've just been so focused on getting this studio put back together, and I could not stand it another hour without coming on here and spending some craft time with y'all. So look, these are the two paint colors on my plate, just so you can see the difference in the browns. Thank you, Marie. I appreciate that. Oh, porch decorating happening in Kentucky. She said it's windy. Tammy, that sounds like a fun project though. Oh, Patty, I love playing bingo. Okay, so I've got a little like sea sponge, and I'm just spraying a little bit of water on it just to get it a little bit more pliable. I probably don't even need this much paint that I put on my plate. So this is what it looks like before. I'm not going to do too much to it. I just want to add a few little spots that are going to kind of look like the rust. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of this brown, a little bit of the orangey brown. And y'all see me do this with a variety of colors, but I'm just going to add a little bit of brown rusty interest. I find that using the little sea sponge here, that really gives it more of an authentic look than trying to use a paintbrush. And that way you don't, have as much control over it, because sometimes we want to have a little bit too much control over it when we're doing faux finishes and things. And so this just gives it more of that natural look. That way you can go and you can grab it and put it in a couple spots. So without any texture, I think that really fools your eye and that really looks rusty. So we can just not go too crazy, but I'm going to add it in a couple spots. You can get these little texture sponges in most craft sections, I would say probably near the paintbrushes. And a little bit goes a very long way. Put ferns on the porch, planted some pots. Ooh, Pat, that sounds beautiful. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and do the other side too. Let me see here. I'm going to show y'all as soon as we'll put a little blow dryer on it. Good afternoon, Joey. How are you? So I'm not trying to think about it too much. I just want to kind of spread out some of that faux rust. And I think you still get a really good look without even having to pull out any texture like cinnamon and Mod Podge and all that. So, and this will just be a decorative piece, so we don't have to worry about sealing it or anything. Okay. I think I did put some on the neck of it. I'll show you here in a minute. Let me get it dry, and then I'll show you where it all ended up. I'm going to put some down there too in the handle, like where you would grab it. This just, I'm telling you, this sea sponge and brown paint really can do the trick. This galvanized finish on this can was actually very authentic looking. Reminded me a lot of more like zinc, I would say. A little less of the blue tint, but it looked really good, you know. I prefer the galvanized looks like this to look a little bit more aged like this one does already. Hey, Laura. Okay, so let me just put a blow dryer on it for a minute, and then I'll show it to you close up. We're going to get it good and dry before we put the arrangement in it. Suzanne Libby, how are you? I'm doing so good, Joey. I am feeling like I can see the light at the end of the tunnel on my big studio reorganization project. If you didn't get to follow along in stories on that, over on Instagram, I do have a story highlight where I put all the stories that I've been sharing for the past week in a little highlight bubble. So you can go back and see like what it looked like before and all the little spaces I've been working on. That'll help you understand what I've been up to, and maybe it'll be some inspiration for you, you know, to try out some of your own spaces. Hello, Wendy. And I'll give y'all a close-up look. This looks so good. Just such an easy addition to any little piece that you buy that is that pre-galvanized look. Kind of pre-aged look is what I was trying to say, where it looks like the galvanized metal has aged some. Should put a bunch under here. That's where it gets rusty the most, right? If I were making this like a, if I were going to create this and make it, because this would be really cute attached on a wreath, by the way. If I were going to do that, I would probably put some rust on the bottom just to give it that real authentic, older watering can look. I think that's what I would do, because I do think this would be pretty on a wreath. Okay, so let's get a close-up look here. Look how that looks pretty authentic, I would have to say. Overall, it's pretty good. And I put some inside the handle there. So we're looking good. And like I said, I would probably go pretty heavy on the bottom if I were going to use it where the bottom would be seen. But as far as I know right now, when I'm spending some time here with y'all today, I'm not going to be using it like that. So, all right, I'm also going to make this temporary. Laura, I just used these two color browns, burnt umber and coffee latte. with a sea sponge, and I just dabbed it on there to create some little, to create some little faux rust spots. So there's my little palette there. And that is all that I did so far. Okay. Now, I'm not going to glue this foam in here because if I want to change out the arrangement, I want to do that. So this is just a little scrap piece after I got through organizing everything, y'all. It is so nice. I can find things. I'm going to try really hard not to buy double and triple of things because I actually have it all the way organized. So I'm just going to stick this in here to kind of help me keep my flowers together. And, ooh, you know what I need to do first because I need to test this out. Let's back up. Let's do the flowers last. Let me show you what I have planned for the outside. Have y'all seen, oh, it's so nice. It's from Hobby Lobby. Where did you get the water and can from? Where did you get the water and can? Oh, you're asking the same. Okay, it came from Hobby Lobby. In the metal decor section. Have y'all seen these little tags? I ordered these off Amazon, but y'all may know of a better source for them. If I get this one up on the blog, which I hope to. I've been so busy lately. I've been trying. But it came in like a big 12 pack. I use them for another project, but I've got some left over, and this is what we're going to do. We are going to first decide which way we want this label to be on. And then you can do lots of things. You can do little plant markers, a tag, or whatnot. But this is what I'm going to try to do. So I'm going to take this. You can see it's straight. I'm going to try to bend it to the shape of the watering can. Yeah, scrapbook apartment. Scrapbook apartment. Okay, so Julie, this is so funny. I said I was going to share this with y'all today. I'm so organized that now I'm trying to find stuff, like where I put it again and be like, okay. Like, for instance, I needed to go grab these and my inks, and I had to stop for a minute because my normal, you know, what's it called? Just muscle memory. I would go into a certain spot in my studio and grab it. So, okay, I'm going to try to bend this just a little bit more. We're going to hope that this works out. I am prepared to drill holes if I need to. I don't necessarily want to do that. I want to just glue it, but we'll see how it works out. Make sure my glue gun's hot. I've got some Osnaburg, some scrap Osnaburg, some little stamps, and ink. And we're going to whip up a little label for inside of here. Just hang tight. You'll see, you'll see, you'll see. What's in my head anyway. And someone asked about the watering can again. Hobby Lobby, here's the tag that we cut off earlier. Let me hold that up one more time. $7.99 was the original price, but I did it was either 40 or 50% off. So, you know, $3, $4, $4 is pretty good. So I am going to put my little, I'm going to grab a straight one. Hi, Darlene. Thank you. Martha, you're so welcome. You got some Happy Mail from me. Okay, I'm going to put a straight label down that I haven't yet stamped, haven't yet bent. And I'm going to stamp my words inside of it because this is just a scrap piece. I'm going to cut it after I'm done stamping just to make sure I get it right. Because what if I mess up? I always get really extra nervous stamping live with you. So I'm going to start with my center O for bloom. These are all caps. I think they still have this set at Hobby Lobby. It's going to look like, nah, I got to start over. I can't do that. I can't talk and hold on, hang tight. It looks like typewriter font. And it ends up kind of looking like that too if you don't have a good process for stamping. No matter how long I have been stamping, y'all, I still make mistakes, but I don't want it to look too off. So there's that. This one is like crooked or something. I don't know. We're going to go with this. Maybe it's the whole trying to do it backwards thing. Okay, so as best as you can do it, get the word bloom on here. And then, so that's what it looks like before I cut it. Just the word bloom. It's perfectly imperfect, the way I like most things anyway. Okay, which is why I am starting to really love those clear stamps. Have y'all been using, I need to get some letter stamps that are clear stamps so I can put them on a block and just do it in one little quick thing. I don't want it to look too perfect though, because I do love that handmade aspect, but you know, I want it to look somewhat neat. Okay, so we've got that, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to trace with a little pencil, I think. Let's see if I've got. And what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to get a square of fabric as close to possible to under the size of this label. So I'm just doing a real rough trace. I'm going to get a real rough cut. And then y'all see kind of how I work through this. It'll work out, right? We can make it look good. Okay, so I trace a little, this rectangle around the bloom like that. Let me put this out of the way because I don't want to get ink all over my arm. That'll happen, you know. All right, clear my space. I'm going to cut to the left a little bit of my lines so that it fits under the label. I just kind of wanted to have that old world kind of almost like apothecary, because that's what these would be, like little, maybe little apothecary cabinet labels, something like that. So let me lay this down and see what it looks like. I might need to trim up a little bit more. You'll see where I'm going with this. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to trim up a little bit more on the bottom. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to get back in the comments here in just a minute. I love hearing what y'all are up to while y'all are hanging out with me. Okay. So what I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I can just kind of glue this on and it'll stick. So as a mock-up, this is what it would kind of look like. Okay. But if it doesn't want to stick, then I'm going to drill holes. And I got some little tiny screws. So let's see. You're going to get to watch me figure this out. Oh, thank you, Lindell. Okay. So first, let's glue. And then I got to figure out what I'm going to glue. I could use Mod Podge or I could just use hot glue. I'm probably just going to use hot glue. Hey, Sarah. The creative sharing group got archived a little while back just due to overwhelming spam and overwhelming solicitation posts and things like that, and it got to be too much. I still have my private group, my paid subscription group. If you want a more intimate, you can comment the word group and read more about that. But for now, you can just share like when I make posts and things like that. Okay. All right, well, that looks pretty good, I have to say. So here's the thing with this metal. I can try to form it as best as I can, but what I'm afraid of is it's not really going to stick. Well, we'll try it. Hey, Missy. You can get organized, Tina. I believe in you. That is exactly why I'm sharing the process, so that, yeah, you could use a thrifted can for the same exact idea. So let's see if we can put a thin line of glue right here. You can do it. Otherwise, I wouldn't probably be sharing all my before mess if I didn't think and hope that it would inspire somebody to take their own. Got my glue nice and hot, so maybe it'll hold out for me. And then maybe it'll hold just well enough that I don't have to worry about drilling holes. It may. Let me hold it here for a minute. That's hot metal. Hey, Jill. Miss Jill Evans, how are you? Cindy says, hi from Washington. I love your beautiful crafts, and your craft room is looking very organized, Cindy. You'll have to go watch the very beginning of this replay because I did a little pan over to my dining room table, which is over here, currently covered in so much thrifted stuff, I don't even know what to do. Okay, I'm going to do a little pull test. And what I was hoping for, here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to stack the fabric, so give the illusion that the little tag is stuck in there like you would use it on an apothecary cabinet. But I was hoping that the metal would be able to grip to the fabric, which is gripped to the watering can, and I think that it did. So it's not going anywhere at the time being. If it does, then I can drill some little holes. Well, I don't know. It may not be passing the test after all. Let me put one little more dab of glue here. It came up at one little corner. Metal on metal is very hard. You could use some E6000 and let it set, do a long set. But since I'm crafting fast with y'all, I'm just talking about all the different options. But it's got these itty bitty baby screws. Look, look how little these little screws are to put in the little sides here. So if I were doing it into wood, I definitely would be no problem. It will be a little tricky to get a hole. I could do it. I mean, I've done through metal. It's staying put right now. Let's give it a test. If it falls off, it pops off while we're doing our arrangement, then we will fix it. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. Isn't that cute? Okay, so it says bloom, and then we're gonna put that in there, and then we're just gonna do a little flower arrangement. I've got some white cosmos from Hobby Lobby. I've got some little, almost like succulent looking things. I'm not sure what they are technically, if somebody knows, but I believe these came from Dollar General, maybe last season. And then if I need some filler, I'm just gonna kind of start, this is that Green Baby's Breath floral that I tell y'all about all the time that we did for like the realistic carrots and things during the spring. Betty says, I have been searching for the bunny that you cut out of the Dollar Tree tile. I'm not sure I did one of those, and you cannot find it. So maybe it's not my project. I do have a YouTube, and I do put all my videos up there. So yes, and they're all organized by playlist, like spring crafts, Easter crafts. I'm gonna start with the bigger show flowers, which are my cosmos. And I'm gonna see how high I want this to go. All right, let's see. I kind of want it to be wispy. And again, I'm just using the floral to help me arrange. I'm not gluing it in place. If I were making this for like a gift or making it a permanent thing, I would glue my floral foam in place. I would also drill the holes for the label, but I'm gonna keep this one for myself for a little while to see how it holds up. So I'm just gonna start putting in some of the show flowers that I like. And these are so wispy and fun, but they also kind of, it's almost like they're kind of dressy at the same time, but then they're kind of fun too, you know? And I was just working off some scraps that I had from other projects. And I'm gonna make sure. So see, I could just take this whole arrangement out just like that. But it's definitely, maybe that's who it was. She said Chalk It Up Fancy had some bunny cut out of tiles. Maybe that was who did it. It's okay, I know there's a lot out there and you could probably get confused. But I don't think I did that, and if I did, I forgot. Which is also possible. These came from Hobby Lobby, y'all. I don't know if I mentioned that. Now I'm gonna do some shorter ones because I want some to kind of like kind of fall over the front there. Do y'all love arranging florals? They're so pretty. They're so fun to play with. Okay, so now we've got like our show pieces in there, and I want it to be kind of tall. But the reason, I have a lot of white flowers that I thought would look really pretty, but the size wouldn't match. Like I thought that my snowball hydrangeas would look really pretty, but they look a little big for the size of the container. And so that's why I chose some like little flowers that I had on hand. I might as well go ahead and put these in there because, oh really? Dollar Tree had some cosmos? No, I didn't see those. Not yet anyway. I'm always on the lookout for florals there. But I want it to look good from all sides. So I have to keep that in mind too. Okay, so then now I'm gonna go in and add some of the little, I guess, I don't know what these are. I'm not sure what they are, but they got the colors because I'm kind of staying neutral. And you could easily not be neutral with this. You could, yeah, I think they come in, they do actually. I have the light rose color. I don't know that they come in any other colors. The Cosmos, I have the pretty rosy color too. I got some cut pieces of this I'm going to use first. So this is just to give me a little bit more interest. Can y'all see that okay? And just to give me some different texture to look at, I guess is why I love the, because even if it's neutral, I think it can still be very visually appealing. Wouldn't you agree? You can do a lot to play with textures and to create that interest. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so I think I have enough of that, and that's kind of lower. Now I'm going to go and fill in with some of the green, very wispy baby's breath. Let me clean up around here. Okay, look, our bloom. I'm getting a little tap test. It's holding on. Wasn't a real watering can outside that you use to water flowers be so pretty with like a little decorative tag on it. I think it'd be so cute. Like maybe a metal stamping or something like that. Again, this is called Green Baby's Breath. It is from Hobby Lobby as well, but it's a garland, y'all. And it is very, are the florals on sale this week, y'all? I think they should be, because I don't think they were last week. I'm going to take it all off the garland. And I kind of look at this, it's so wispy and so natural. I kind of look at it almost like I would use moss sometimes if the project fits it. So now I'm kind of using it almost like a ground cover. So I'm going to go and start filling it in and cover up any kind of holes that you see. But it is very cheap for how much you get and all the things you can do with it. Makes very realistic carrot toppers. Okay, thank you, Marcy. Makes very realistic, she says the florals are on sale. Realistic, sorry, let me finish a sentence, y'all. Welcome to my brain. Okay, I'm gonna put some down here. So it kind of falls out a little bit. I just love the natural look of it. Oh, that is looking so good. Look at that. Looks like a beautiful little wildflower garden. I'm just gonna make sure that it looks full. I think we're about to be done, y'all. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I don't know what I would do without a Hobby Lobby close to me. I can't imagine. There are a lot of other stores people have that I don't have. But I can't imagine without a Hobby Lobby. You think y'all get one soon, or you live somewhere where like you think it'll never happen? Because maybe we could say a little prayer. That would be great if you got one. All right. Oh my gosh, that looks so cute. So yeah, so I just kind of use it almost like, you know, I don't know whether I said ground cover, but ground cover, moss. Put some little pieces kind of coming out here. This was so much fun, and I didn't end up having to use my drill. But I could have done it, y'all. I could have done it. Look how sweet and wispy and beautiful that is. And it's those Cosmos really do it, because they are so pretty. Let me give you a close-up look. So we just made a quick, and you can't see any of the holes, because we just went and filled it all in with that Green Baby's Breath. So now we just have the cutest little arrangement to set in a corner next to a pretty little frame, maybe with a pretty printable in it on a tray or something. And it's just got this natural look to it because of the wispiness of the flower. So I think it's darling. I am very happy with it. It was so much fun to hang out with y'all. Hey, Emily, how are you? We just finished up this little, not Dollar Tree. I just got through doing Dollar Tree. This little Hobby Lobby watering can. We put a little tag on it and dressed it up a little bit. And now we made a little arrangement in it. Thank you, Joey. I appreciate that. Yes, I love the natural floral look. Look, all these people, do y'all follow any gardeners or floral people online? So I tell you what, they make me want to go, and I don't have time for this. So it's not happening. But it certainly gives me the desire is to go start gardens. A friend of mine that just got through, she was our guest this month over in my Creative Nest. Her name is Wendy, and she has WM, so it's WM and Design House. WM Design House over on Facebook and Instagram and her blog. And y'all, she has us, I'm sure if there's any Creative Nest sisters watching, she probably has us all wanting to start cut gardens. Her she shed and her flower cut garden were gorgeous. My friend Kelly over at Lazy Girl Garden Club over on Instagram, she's planting zinnias like crazy. So all these beautiful flowers out here, y'all. So y'all feel free to say some pages that are doing floral things, because it's happening. If y'all love flowers and y'all have to take care of them, they're so pretty. But for now, I will work with fake flowers. I did get some real flowers a couple weeks before Easter. I got some carnations and some alstroemeria, and I did just a couple of small arrangements. And they are still going strong, y'all, because those two flowers last forever. I've changed the water just a couple times, but those have really done well. And I got those at the grocery store, and I just arranged them. So anyway, I'm just rambling now, talking about all things spring. And I think this is a really good year, speaking of flowers, one more time before I let y'all go, that everybody's bulbs, at least here in North Louisiana, maybe in the Texas, Mississippi, Arkansas area, it could be more, that everybody's flowers are doing so good. Like our bulbs, we are seeing more irises outside because we have a lot in our front flower bed than ever before. And they're just so pretty. They're so striking and just being very beautiful. So anyway, you bought zinnia seeds to plant. Awesome, Roxy. Oh, Julie said she enjoyed Wendy and started following her. She does. She has a very gorgeous outdoor space and does all those outdoor garden parties and dinners with her outdoor tables. And it's still so down to earth, her style. Oh, I love her. Yeah, she was a wonderful guest. So anyway, all right. Well, if y'all are looking to get extra crafty and you want to be in the Creative Nest group that I mention every now and again, you can text the word group and you can get some more information about it. We're doing lots of fun things for the spring. And then remember, all the new printables that I put out, those come along with your membership. If you're interested in that, just want to do a little announcement about that here at the end. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. And, oh yeah, marigolds are really pretty too. WM Design House. WM Design House. And you can go follow her. And so we, over in the group, we do a masterclass every month, one masterclass. They get me several times, but they get a masterclass too on some topic that I'm not a master of. And one of those would be gardening. And so we had Wendy come in and do some basics on fresh floral arranging, and her arrangements. Oh my gosh. But anyway, all those are on replay inside the group. So if you ever decided to join us, you'll get to go back and watch anything you want. We've had lots of masterclass teachers on all kinds of subjects. And so anyway, all right, well, I will let y'all go. And I just keep wanting to chat with y'all. Let's see. We just under 10 acres and any stop without a tree, we have wildflowers. Oh, I bet that is so beautiful, Julie. So beautiful. Oh yeah. Well, y'all enjoy your spring, and thank you for hanging out with me and seeing this little project come together. It was really fun to do with you, and I'll see you next time. All right. Bye.